Good morning, Goler Church family and friends, and welcome to our Goler Church announcements for the week of Sunday, October 22nd through Saturday, October 28th. Today marks our fourth Sunday in our celebration of our 136th church anniversary for the greatest church on the corner of 7th and Patterson Avenue, Goler Memorial AME Zion Church. Today, we're going to highlight past pastors of Goler since 1965. In November 1965, Reverend James L. Hunt became the pastor of Goler. During his leadership, membership increased and the church expanded its ministry. During his pastorate, a new organ, a church bus, and apartments adjacent to the church were purchased. The interior of the church was remodeled and redecorated. Plans for building a new church and parsonage were initiated through the beginning of a building fund. Central air conditioning was installed in the main auditorium of the church, and several choirs and clubs were organized, namely the Children's Choir, Handbell Choir, Active Golerettes, and the Busy Bee Club. After 18 years of service, Reverend Hunt expired in 1983. In 1983, Reverend James French was appointed as our pastor. Under his leadership, a new parsonage on Olivet Church Road and 17 acres of land was purchased on Waterworks Road for the purpose of constructing a new church. The music department was reorganized and the Cathedral Mass Choir traveled over North Carolina and other parts of the United States rendering music. In January 1990, the Reverend Lewis Hunter Sr. was appointed pastor of Goler. Under his leadership, he expanded the church's outreach work by creating a prison ministry, singles ministry, men's fellowship, and widows ministry. He served as pastor until 1992. In 1992, the Reverend Dr. Self Olarte assumed the pastorate of Goler. Under Reverend Larte, the membership grew tremendously because of his belief in ministering to the whole person. The church had many ministries designed to meet the needs spiritually, socially, economically, morally, physically, and educationally. The Goler Community Development Corporation was formed and the church purchased major properties surrounding the church, with plans to rebuild a once vibrant neighborhood. Goler Manor Senior Living Apartments opened in 2007, as well as the Goler Family Enrichment Center and several apartment buildings. Reverend Larte became bishop in the AME Zion Church in 2012. In November 2012, the Reverend Dr. George C. Banks assumed the pastorate of Goler Memorial. During his tenure, he has named rooms at the Family Enrichment Center for the following church members: the William McIver Senior Lobby and Internet Cafe, the Margie Joyce Scarborough Administrative Office, the Clavon Kendall Multipurpose Room, Troy Davis Boardroom, and Wilma Harston Willer Computer Lab. Under the dynamic leadership of our Pastor Banks, he has inspired multimedia improvements in our sanctuary, and the music, arts, and media ministry has seen an increase in ministry membership through music workshops and revivals. They have also relaunched the Vessels of Praise adult liturgical dance team, a new mind ministry, the men's choir, and praise team. Our pastor has fostered a relationship with Two Cities Church, which began worship services here at Goler as we continue to work on bridging the racial divide in our community. Join us next week for more history on Goler Memorial, the greatest church on the corner of 7th and Patterson Avenue. Today starts our leadership conference.
Join us on October 22nd through October 25th for our Leadership Conference 2017, which will be hosted by Reverend Dr. George C. Banks. On Sunday at 4 p.m., Reverend Patrick Tate will be our speaker. And on Monday at 7 p.m., Reverend Dr. Grant Harrison will be teaching on leadership. On Tuesday, October 24th at 7 p.m., Pastor Kyle Mercer and Pastor David Vogel will be teaching on evangelism. And on Wednesday, October 25th at 7 p.m., Dr. James L.E. Hunt will be teaching on faith formation. All are invited and requested to attend this life-changing event.
On Tuesday, we will have our free Zumba class at 5:45 p.m. Bring a friend. 12 noon on Wednesday, we will have our midweek Bible study. On Thursday, free computer training classes at 10 a.m. in room 212. Our instructor will be Brother Andrew Small. Support our Goler athletes on the football field. On Thursday, junior varsity games at 7 p.m. On Friday at 7 p.m., varsity games. Please join us on Friday, October 27th at 6:30 p.m. for a Festival of Lights Luminary service, Gone but Not Forgotten. This is sponsored by our Stewardess Board. Please see any Stewardess Board member to register your loved ones. Our general claims are now due and payable. Please see Sister Fanny Porter to make that payment. Also, all life members, patrons, matrons, and honorary members, our annual dues of $5 are now payable. Please see Sister Fanny Porter. Our Imani Brown, president of the Winston-Salem District Youth Council, is requesting donations for those affected by Hurricane Maria in Puerto Rico. The donations will be turned in at the 5th Sunday Fellowship at Goler Met. If you are unable to attend, please see Sister Shirley Kendall. Our Pastor Banks will be preaching at 3 p.m. on Sunday, November the 12th at the St. Paul AME Zion Church in Hickory, North Carolina. Please plan to attend to support our pastor. Let us support Zaria Jackson, our Goler representative for the Fall Harvest Ball, sponsored by the Winston-Salem District on Saturday, November the 25th. Donations are due by November 3rd. Please see Sister Shirley Kendall or Vicki Miller to make that donation. As always, stop by the William McIver Senior Lobby after church for coffee and conversation. Submit all announcements to golerannouncements@gmail.com no later than 12 noon on Wednesday. And our trustee on call for the month of October is Betty Bowman. And now, our motivational moment for the week. Remember, don't look back. You're not going that way. Love you and have a blessed week.